this summer when lawns and gardens everywhere may not look as good as they once did. So it is Owen Reeves to the rescue. Hey, Owen. Okay, this is, I feel like, a big thing. Everyone's like, in the spring, you're like, oh my gosh, Green Thumb City, and then everything goes away.
You know, it gets hot in the summer. I don't know if anyone's heard. And it has been a scorcher here in Ontario, and definitely in the middle of the country, very hot.
Yes.
And plants can have a bit of a hard time. Our lawns can have a bit of a hard time. So yeah, it's that time of year.
Yeah.
Everyone's struggling a little bit.
Everybody is. It's true. It's true. So we actually had a lot of viewers write in with their dilemmas for this segment. So this first one is from Samantha. It says, Dear Owen, my backyard used to have lush green grass, but now it looks terrible. The grass is dry, brown, and comes out easily when it's pulled or raked. What could be causing this, and how can I fix it to bring my lawn back to life? Ooh, Owen, that's a good one.
Yeah, and what I suspect is happening here are lawn grubs.
Oh.
And they're not fun.
No.
So these are little larvae that eat the roots of your grass.
Oh.
And some of them are native, but the really bad ones, they're introduced, they're a problem. So what you need to do is kill them first and foremost. So you can use the Scott's Grub Be Gone Max.
Okay.
So this is a biological insecticide, very fancy term. What that means is this is bacteria. It's not a chemical.
Oh, okay.
Totally harmless to pets, totally harmless to people, but it gives the grubs a bacterial infection that kills them.
Oh, okay.
So, and what's great about this is it also doesn't kill the non-target insects.
Oh.
So the good bugs, humans, animals, all good, kills the grubs.
Very spooky. Very cool.
Right?
Yeah.
This is like using nature. We're using nature.
Yeah.
But with grubs, the most important thing, like a lot of things, is prevention. That is by far the most effective thing. And the best way to prevent grubs from getting into the lawn, let your grass grow tall.
Oh.
And the reason we do that is because the flying version, the flying adult phase, they're looking for a spot where there's a patch of grass and then a patch of bare earth next to it.
Yeah.
They lay their eggs in the bare earth.
Oh, okay.
Eggs hatch, turn into grubs, eat the grass.
Oh.
If the grass is tall, they can't find those patches in the lawn.
Okay.
So a patchy lawn is like a magnet for grubs.
Okay.
Let the grass grow tall. It's harder for them to find a spot to lay eggs.
Now, if you not sure if you have grass, or grubs rather, how can you kind of tell that it's not just like sun damage or something?
Yeah, you know, what you're doing there is, so it often looks like that where it's this patchy, irregular yellowing, but if you can kind of grab a clump of grass and lift it up and there's no roots left, very good chance. Very good chance,
Got it. Okay, sounds good. Our next question is from Tanya. It says, Hi, Owen. With these super hot days, it's been a struggle to keep my plants healthy this year. Despite regular watering, my hanging baskets of white impatiens have several scorched leaves, as well as the ivy in my larger deck planters and my hostas in the yard. Is there any way these heat-damaged plants can be revived?
Yes and no. So plants don't have a mechanism for healing their leaves. Once a leaf has damage, it's there forever until it drops off the plant. So you can't fix the damage, but what we're trying to do in this case, much like our lawn, is prevent it from happening. What that comes down to is the plant selection. So white impatiens, really all impatiens, hostas, ivies, they don't want to be in a ton of sun. These are shade plants. That's where they thrive. So put those in a spot where they're only getting morning sun but shade in the afternoon, and then just pick a more sun-tolerant plant to put in that spot. You're not going to have that issue. There's nothing you can do about watering or anything that'll prevent this. In the case of the hosta, blue hostas, strictly shade. You can't put them in the sun at all. There are some sun-tolerant varieties, but blue in particular, only shade, no direct sun at all, ideally. So swap that one for a more tolerant variety, or again, I would put a more sun-loving perennial in that spot that'll thrive in that spot, as opposed to hostas, which don't like that sun.
No, the ones in my front yard are just crispy right now.
Yeah. They look beautiful in the spring, I bet.
Stunning.
But when we get the heat of the summer, it's too much for them.
No, it's just like a little potato chip farm out there.
Nice,
It's not great. All right, the next question comes from Tracy. This one says, Hi, Owen. My partner and I just moved into a new home and really want to try our hands at creating an edible garden, but we don't have a large yard, just a small patio space. Any advice?
Yeah, planters all day. Planters, planters. So what you want to do is, we're going to start with like the big...
The papa.
Yeah, the big papa version. So this is called a veggie pod, and this is a platform that comes in a whole bunch of different sizes. This is an elevated planter. So you can get it with a stand, or you could put it right down on the ground. What I love about this system is that it has a lid.
Oh, nice.
So the idea with this is, A, it's big. You can fit a lot in this.
It's like a single bed.
Maybe have a nap in it if you're tired. You can fit a lot in this, and it's a comfortable working height. We're not always bent over. We don't have to dig in the ground. It's easy to work with. And what I love about the lid is that this is insect and animal protection
Oh,
built in.
smart, yeah.
Bugs can't get through this except for maybe some little tiny ones, and a squirrel's not going to be able to get in here and dig everything up. There's also an integrated system so you can water it automatically.
Oh, cool.
But or if you wanted to start with a smaller version, really any kind of planter, start with that, and then you can kind of graduate. Also, start with simple plants. Herbs are awesome.
Yep.
Lettuce, anything of those leafy greens, those are really great. Start with that, and then you can get into more fancy stuff once you get good at it.
I like this. That's the thing. You're telling people, go for the thing that's easy because then you'll have success and keep doing it, as opposed to doing the hard thing and being like, I don't know how to grow a watermelon.
Yeah. I love planters. Go with planters, and they're also really versatile for being able to move around.
Yeah.
You can't move a garden bed. You can move a planter if you need to.
I love that. All right, we've got another one from Alex. This one says, hi, Owen. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get rid of the weeds on my lawn. Every time I pull them out, they seem to grow right back. Any suggestions?
Yeah, so this is, the main thing is keep your grass healthier. And what we're gonna do to do that is overseeding is the most important thing for a lawn. And what we're gonna use for overseeding is a mix of grass seed that has less Kentucky bluegrass in it. So if we can see the breakdown of the seed that's in here, we have 20% Kentucky bluegrass, and then we've got fescue and ryegrass. Those latter two, those are ones that are tougher grasses, they're easier to grow, they need less water, and they stay green in the summer, which is kind of what everyone wants. Overseed with a mix that has less bluegrass, and then the same advice with the grubs, let it grow taller. Mow it less often. A lot of people, they kind of are stuck on this, grass has to be 2 inches or less. Let it go taller than that, 2.5, 3 inches. It'll just look better, and you need to mow less often. And the nice thing is that taller grass will shade out weeds. A lot of weeds are very short. So if you have tall grass, they can't get started. And that's the biggest thing. If you have tons of weeds to start with, try and yank them out. You can use a selective weed killer, but take good care of your grass. Overseed, fertilizing is very important too. And that way the grass outcompetes the bad stuff that you don't want in there. That's the most important thing.
Do you know what I'm hearing?
What's that?
I'm hearing mow your lawn less, be a little lazy, which is always a good thing. Owen, this was great. Thank you so much for answering all our questions. We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.